You know how some things just stick with you? Those moments or experiences that leave an indelible mark on your heart and mind? Like a song you can't get out of your head, the kind that plays on repeat in your mind, bringing back memories and emotions every time you hear it. Or a beautiful sunset that just takes your breath away. The kind of sunset that paints the sky with colors so vivid, it feels like a masterpiece created just for you. Well, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 is kind of like that. It's a passage in the Bible that's so powerful, so full of truth, that it just stays with you. It's a passage that resonates deeply, offering wisdom and insight that transcends time and circumstance. It's a reminder of what truly matters in life. It's often called it the love chapter, and for good reason. It's a chapter that speaks to the very essence of what it means to love and be loved. Paul, the writer of this letter to the Corinthians, was a wise man. He had a deep understanding of human nature and the complexities of relationships. He knew that these people were caught up in all sorts of spiritual gifts and churchy stuff. But sometimes they forgot the most important thing: love. They were so focused on the external displays of faith that they missed the heart of it all. So he wrote these verses to remind them, and us, what real love looks like. It's a love that's patient and kind, a love that doesn't envy or boast. This isn't about the fleeting kind of love we see in movies. It's not the kind of love that's here today and gone tomorrow. This is about the love that lasts, the love that changes everything. It's a love that endures through the highs and lows, the good times and the bad. It's about how we treat each other, how we live our lives, and what really matters in the end. It's about the small acts of kindness, the moments of compassion, and the ways we show up for one another. So let's take a little journey together, verse by verse, and discover the beauty and depth of love as described by Paul. Let's explore how these timeless words can transform our lives and relationships. Get ready to be inspired. Open your heart and mind to the profound wisdom of the love chapter, and let it guide you towards a life filled with genuine love and connection. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. 1 Corinthians 13:1. Imagine someone who can speak all sorts of languages, even the language of angels. Impressive, right? Think about the power and influence that comes with such a gift. The ability to communicate with anyone, anywhere, in any tongue. It's like having a superpower. But Paul says that even if we have that gift, without love, it's just a bunch of noise. It's like trying to have a meaningful conversation in the middle of a rock concert. No matter how profound your words might be, they get lost in the chaos. It's like a loud, obnoxious sound that means nothing. Just a cacophony of empty words that fail to touch the heart or soul. You see, our words have power. They can inspire, motivate, and bring about change. They can also wound, discourage, and destroy. They can build up or tear down. Just like a skilled craftsman can create a masterpiece or demolish a structure, they can heal or hurt. A kind word can mend a broken spirit, while a harsh one can shatter it. But if those words aren't backed up by love, they're empty. They echo in the void, failing to make a real impact. It's like trying to bake a cake with just flour and water. You might have the basic ingredients, but something essential is missing. You might have the ingredients, but without the sugar and eggs, it's going to be one sorry excuse for a cake. It's flat, tasteless, and unappealing. Love is the ingredient that makes our words sweet and our actions meaningful. It's what turns a simple cake into a delightful treat that brings joy to those who share it. It's what gives our lives purpose and makes us a blessing to others. It's the glue that binds us together and the light that guides our actions. Without it, we're just making a whole lot of noise, just adding to the chaos without contributing anything of real value. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. 1 Corinthians 13:2. Paul's really hitting hard here, y'all. He's talking about incredible gifts, prophecy, knowledge, faith that can move mountains. These are powerful things, but even with all that, he says without love, we're nothing. Think about it like this. Imagine someone who can predict the future, understand the most complex ideas, and even move mountains with their faith. Now imagine that same person is unkind, selfish, and uncaring. Would their gifts really matter? Our talents and abilities are important, but they mean little without love. Love is the foundation, the very core of who we are supposed to be. It's what makes our gifts meaningful and allows us to use them for good. Without love, even the most extraordinary abilities are worthless. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Here, Paul starts painting a picture of what love looks like in action, and the first two strokes are powerful: patience and kindness. Think about someone you know who embodies these qualities. Maybe it's your mama, always patient with your shenanigans, or a friend who's always there with a kind word and a listening ear. These qualities draw people in, make them feel safe and loved. Patience means sticking by someone even when they're being difficult, giving them grace when they mess up. Kindness means showing compassion, treating folks with gentleness and care. These qualities are the heart and soul of love. Section 5. Love does not envy or boast. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4. Have y'all ever been around someone who's always bragging or putting others down? It ain't pretty, is it? Envy and pride are like weeds in the garden of our hearts. They choke out the good stuff and make it hard for love to grow. Love doesn't compare itself to others or feel the need to one-up everyone else. It celebrates the successes of others and finds joy in their happiness. It doesn't seek its own glory or need to be the center of attention. Love is humble, recognizing that everyone has something special to offer. Section 6. Love is not proud or rude. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. 1 Corinthians 13:5. Love is respectful, y'all. It doesn't put others down or treat them poorly. It recognizes the dignity and worth of every single person, regardless of their background, beliefs, or how they look. Love is about thinking of others, putting their needs before our own. It's about choosing forgiveness over bitterness, letting go of grudges and offering second chances. When we hold on to anger and resentment, it eats away at us from the inside out. Love sets us free from that burden. Section 7. Love is not self-seeking. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. 1 Corinthians 13:6. Love ain't about getting ahead at the expense of others. It doesn't find pleasure in gossip or negativity. True love celebrates what is good, honest, and true. It stands up for what's right even when it's hard. Think about someone who always roots for the underdog, who speaks out against injustice, who defends those who can't defend themselves. That's love in action, folks. It's about living with integrity, speaking the truth in love, and standing up for what's right. Section 8. Love never fails. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13:7. Love is a protector, a safe haven in the storms of life. It's a shield against the arrows of hate and fear. Love believes the best in others, even when they've messed up. It holds on to hope, even when things look bleak, and it never gives up, even when the going gets tough. Love is the one thing that remains constant in a world that's always changing. It's the anchor that keeps us grounded when everything else seems uncertain. Section 9. The greatest of these is love. Love never fails. It is the one constant in a world full of change and uncertainty. Love is the foundation upon which we build our lives, our relationships, and our communities. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Even the most profound predictions will come to an end. The words spoken by prophets will eventually be silenced as time moves forward and new realities emerge. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. The languages we speak, the words we use to communicate, will one day fall silent. The eloquence of speech will fade, leaving behind only the essence of what was truly important. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. The vast expanse of human understanding, the accumulation of wisdom through the ages, will eventually be forgotten. What we know today may be irrelevant tomorrow. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. These are the pillars that support us through life's journey. Faith gives us strength, hope keeps us moving forward, and love binds us together. But the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians 13:8-13. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. It transcends time and space, connecting us to each other and to the divine. Paul wraps up this beautiful passage by reminding us that love is eternal. It outlasts everything else. Prophecies will fade, knowledge will become obsolete, and the things we once held dear will lose their significance. But love? Love endures. It is the thread that weaves through the fabric of our lives, holding everything together. Love is the legacy we leave behind, the mark we make on the world. Faith, hope, and love. These are the qualities that will carry us through this life and into the next. They are the guiding lights that lead us on our journey, illuminating the path ahead. And of these three, love is the greatest. Why? Because love is the very essence of God. It is the purest expression of our humanity, the highest calling we can aspire to. Because love is the very essence of God. It is the divine spark within each of us, the force that drives us to be better, to do better, and to love more deeply. So let's strive to live lives filled with love, y'all. Let's make a conscious effort to show love in all that we do, to be a beacon of light in a world that can sometimes feel dark and cold. Let's be patient and kind, forgiving and compassionate. Let's remember that everyone is fighting their own battles, and a little love can go a long way in making someone's day brighter. Let's use our words to build each other up, to encourage and inspire. Let's speak life into those around us, reminding them of their worth and potential. Our actions to make a difference in the world. Let's be the change we wish to see, using our hands and hearts to create a better, more loving world for all. Because in the end, love is all that really matters. It is the legacy we leave behind, the impact we make, and the light that shines long after we are gone.